Hello and welcome to the show. So there has been a little bit of an issue in that Daniel's computer has basically fried itself, so he won't be commentating on this video. However, we do have TJ here with us.
Hello.
Who sort of helped us out with the Hummer video. So it's not all bad news. Now, the challenge that we have for you today is using this. This is the ultimate Aero. It was the car that I think was basically designed to piss off Bugatti. They spent millions and millions of pounds developing the Veyron to be the fastest production car in the world, and SSC basically bolted on some turbos to a Corvette engine in a lightweight body, and this went faster. It's a fantastic car, I love it. Now, the challenge that we have is we're going to take 8 of these cars and we're going to try and race them properly with no assists around Maple Valley Short. Now, for those of you who know, Maple Valley Short is a tiny, tiny track, and these cars are incredibly fast. And as we go see here, we are off the line. Basically, everyone wheel spins. Now, I should point out that the orange cars, there's a crash already, and that's me getting through the middle of them. How I got through that, I don't know. The orange cars are me, Daniel, and TJ. TJ is in the orange and black car. I'm in the orange and grey, and Daniel's in the orange and grey. There's me on the grass at the back already. Not a good start for me.
Perfect
TJ, you were on pole. Yeah, got some good drifting going on there. You were lucky. You were on pole, and you managed to get away fairly early on.
I didn't actually want to start at the front though because it was quite crazy.
Is a little bit mental, especially coming into the first corner. You've now gone wide and you're on the grass. Well, your lead lasted all of a lap, so well done there.
But I do take it back, hopefully.
No spoilers there at all. Now, the reason why that these cars are very, very tricky around this track, as we're going to now see, is that there is so much power. I think it's about 1,287 horsepower. You will spin the wheels in third and fourth as this guy here now plummets it into the wall, and yet there's a pit lane as well, just for good measure. You'll be spinning your wheels third and fourth gear, doing about 100 miles an hour. You'll go to put your foot down and you'll just get a wheel spin. Makes it incredibly tricky. Here we have some more cars crashing off. There's a bit of a collision with the wall. Now this first corner as well is really, really nasty. These cars pick up some serious speed, and if you're not paying full attention to what's going on, you kind of end up on the grass, as someone have found out. Yeah, there's some more spoilers of that. So yes, I did end up on the grass quite a few times. Now here we have back with the sort of battle for the lead, and it was quite close with you guys at the front. I was quite a long way back and didn't get to take part in this, but you were having a real good battle at the front here.
It was good. That purple one, or whatever colour is it, it's purple or pink, that guy was starting to piss me off a bit, so I kind of did something.
There might be some little sort of collisions going on here. You nearly spin out there. The camera's not very good at showing you what actually happens there, because it's kind of in the middle of the, I don't know, transition. And here we have now all 3 of you are nose to tail, which is normally a recipe for disaster. Okay. And there's nearly a spin. That was quite a good save by him to not go in the pits. Can't remember who it was in that pink car. Sorry, whoever you were. I think it might have been Ranger. I can't remember. Now here is me doing my trademark forget where I'm braking, and bye-bye. Cameraman gets lost. That's basically the story of my entire race. I don't know how many times I went off there and found the wall. Luckily, there is quite a long run-off area, so if you get it wrong, you've got a little bit of time to rectify your mistake. But yeah, it's pretty painful. Now, here we have someone else showing that it's not just me that's terrible at driving. They fall off the road as well. They managed to keep it a little bit closer to the tyre. That first corner is so bad. If you forget what you're doing for a second, you're suddenly going far too fast, and then you go.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to drift them.
No, someone's going backwards in that shot. Okay, I don't even know how they crashed. I'm afraid there are probably some stuff that I missed for people who did take part, but there's so much going on. Now this is a little bit of a controversial moment here from Daniel, probably the most controversial, and he spins someone now. I'm not really sure what happened. There's a little bit, some more cars crashing in the background as well. It is basically chaos. It descended into banger racing at some points, and it was good fun, I have to say. It was incredible fun. You've got things a little bit wrong through here. There's a little bit too much wheel spin. You nearly take out Daniel there. That's not very good.
That's a perfect drift, obviously. On a straight.
I'm not sure. yeah, you're drifting in a straight line, you know you're doing something right or possibly wrong. In this case, it's wrong. There's some good drifting going on there actually from your car. You got on the grass a little bit, I think, but
I don't think the ABS though was a problem when we turned it off and all.
no, it didn't really seem to make much difference. The car's brakes on here are horrendous. Here we have someone else getting it a little bit wrong. These cars are quite sort of, what's the word for it? I'm forgetting English now. Twitchy, and they will sort of flick back on you if you get the steering a little bit wrong, as he quickly found out there. And they are not easy things to save. This is me doing my traditional again, and off we go.
I don't think I actually properly went off the track, except from the finish line.
Yeah, I don't know, I just was having so many problems with that first corner. I was forgetting what car I was in and just how fast it's going. Despite the sort of short nature of this track, these cars are still doing probably 160, 170 by the time you get to the first corner. That's not how you drift. That's a nice pirouette there from the yellow Aero. It's now parked. Luckily, most of the people were pretty good. If they spun it, they would sort of leave it parked so as not to disturb the other racers. There were a few incidents, but it's very, very hard in these cars. Now, Daniel wasn't immune to some scary moments here. He very nearly got caught out there, and that would have been a nasty crash, that one. He managed to save that.
Quite ahead of me.
Yeah.
At this point.
At this point, he had quite a big lead. I think you may have had another off that we didn't see on camera. Some more problems here. Tank slappers weren't unseen. Here we have the yellowy goldy Aero going off. Some impressive drifting there on the grass, I have to say. Pretty good save as well, but yeah.
Good drift.
They were. I'm not sure. I think we should enter these into drift competitions and see where they come. That would be quite interesting. Now, the guy who was in third then had a major incident. This is like a few laps away from the end. He just clipped the wall, which then sort of spun him round and he clattered into the pit wall, which puts me up to third somehow, despite me, well, visiting the grass many, many times. But yeah, that's now me up into third. There were some good battles actually throughout the whole field. I'm not even sure if these two cars were on the same lap, the blue and the green one. They were having a really good battle towards the end. I'm not sure who the orange car is either. That could be me or it could be Daniel. I have no clue. Slight downside, we should have painted our cars. I think he didn't go off into the grass at the first corner, so it's probably Daniel. Now, there were quite a few sort of damaged cars, as you will see now. This is getting towards the end of the race. I think this is sort of 20 odd laps in. We did a 25 lap race. It lasted around 18, 19 minutes maybe. Can't even remember.
20.
Okay,
it's about
near enough. Yeah.
2 laps around Le Mans, let's say.
Yeah, it was quite a long race. I didn't really realise how long it was going to take because there were a number of sliding moments. However, Daniel pulled out a massive, massive lead, and so yeah, he went to take on the win. It's a pretty boring race for him, to be honest. He was sort of sat at the front. You managed to get second. You pretty much held second throughout the race, and you did a good job there. These cars are phenomenally hard to drive.
Just because I'm a perfect driver, obviously.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't come first, though. Apparently, not quite as perfect as Daniel. And then somewhere, when the camera cuts to me, there I am in my rather battered Aero that's visited that first corner quite a lot. I somehow managed to make my way up to third, which means that it is a 1-2-3 for Team First Gear, which I'm pretty pleased about. You know, we did quite well in that, despite it being a bit chaotic is probably the word I'm going to use for that. But yeah. So there you have it. That is some Ultimate Aero racing. It was huge amounts of fun, I have to say. It's a lot more challenging than normal racing. These cars are so powerful and they just spend so much time wheel spinning if you're not careful. It was good fun doing that race, actually, I have to say. It was a good time
spent.
Eventful. Yeah, I'm not speaking very well today. I'm tired. But yeah, that's about it for this episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you have challenges and stuff that you want to see us do, then leave them in the comment section. But that's about it, I think. Can you think of anything else? I can't think. I think I've talked enough for this video.
No.
Right, okay. So thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, goodbye.